with the first ladies. Y'all know today is Sunday, book review day. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today? And everybody in the
Yeah,
chat?
everything is good. You know. So,
Good, good.
ladies, what we talking about today?
Today we're talking about it's a mystery and a
Right.
crime. Um I would call it I wouldn't call it a novel, but a book, and it's by Rachel Kane.
Okay.
Um and the New York Times, she's one of New York Times best-selling authors. And
Okay.
the title of the book is WolfHunter River.
Okay. All
And
right.
to give just a little bit in the book so you could kind of catch on to the precepts of the book.
Right.
Um, it's about this lady named Gwen Proctor, how she escaped her serial killer husband
Mm.
to save her family.
Her husband was
And
a serial killer.
Yes, he
yes,
was.
yes,
Wow.
yes, and how she tried to, when he got caught, she tried to hide out to get away from all the notoriety and the hate from different people.
Right.
Um, you know, she was getting attacked on all sides, on
Mm.
the internet, in her mail, people coming riding by the house where she was because they felt, and I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not gonna tell no more
That,
because I be done
they,
told the whole story.
Right, but they got to know. They have to know why she was hiding the stuff, Carol, because of her husband. He was a serial killer.
Yes,
right.
yes, he murdered up a lot of women.
Right. But why? Y'all know why he murdered the women? Did they say in the book why he was doing what he was doing?
Not
No.
necessarily,
No,
no, not
not necessarily.
necessarily. But
Okay.
what they thought was why they started hating her was because they thought she was down with it.
Oh,
They
so
Yes,
understand, right? They
her husband was a serial rapist, and
and
she took the blunt of it. So they started coming after her per
they
se, right?
started coming after her. Correct,
yeah,
because they
Oh,
thought that
wow.
they didn't understand why she didn't know what was going on with her husband, but she didn't know
yes,
because he
Right.
had her, scared. So he
Right.
told her to stay out of the. It was like a little place where he did his work, with the tools and stuff like that. He told her, "Don't go in there, stay out of there." So she
yes,
never did.
Right.
So
Right.
that's where he had the women, and he was, raping and
Wow.
murdering women.
In
yeah,
their house?
In the shed, like the shed
Oh, in the
by the
shed.
house, right?
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
So that's why people was after her because they thought that how could you not know what your husband was doing?
yeah,
But
Wow.
all the while she did not know that he was catching women and he was taking them inside that shed and he was hanging them up and all kinds of stuff.
yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. He was a serial killer. Yes, he was.
Wow.
He was terrible.
Wow.
Yes.
How
He
long he
was.
was doing it for?
Let me see. I don't
A
think
long time? They
I
he
don't
didn't
had
say how long he was doing it?
he had been doing it for a while,
Right.
but the book didn't state how long
right.
he
Okay.
had been doing it.
Right.
But he had been doing it for a minute.
Right.
And what caught my eye is the at the beginning of the book,
Mhm.
this little girl
Mm-hmm.
and how her and her dad interacted. They things that a father and a daughter would do when a child is that young, and
Mhm.
they had a secret password that
Right.
they would use.
Right.
So if he had to send somebody to come pick her up at school, they had to give that word, and if they didn't give that word, he taught her not to go with them.
Right.
Oh.
And like, she was in school, everything was
Mhm.
going good. The dad had dropped her off, and then like middle of the day, the teacher comes in the classroom and calls her out and tells her she has to somebody else is coming to pick her up, and
Right.
the teacher was crying,
Right.
and that teacher was Gwen.
Mm.
She was crying. Um, and the little girl kept asking, why my father's not coming to pick me up,
Right.
and she couldn't explain it to the little girl. She
Right.
just kept saying, "You have to go with Mr. So and so. He's coming to pick you up."
Right.
Okay.
But
And
Carol, but you got to remember, she was down with that mess. She
yeah,
was down with it.
The daughter?
The teacher,
teacher,
Oh, the teacher was down with it.
yes,
Gwen.
the teacher was down with it, and they said the teacher was crying. But I'm not sure it was Gwen that did it. I thought it was just a regular teacher that she had, Carol.
Right.
I read that prology at the beginning, and I
Mhm.
thought about it because Gwen was a teacher at an elementary school.
Oh,
She was a teacher
before all this stuff started happening with her
before
husband.
all of this stuff started
Oh, she was
happening.
a
But
teacher.
But she,
Carol, she was crying
yeah,
when
she
she,
knew what had happened to that child's mother, because remember, she hated to tell the little girl that the mom was sick and in the hospital,
right,
Right.
and the dad couldn't come and get her.
Right.
right, okay, got you, got you, got you.
Okay,
Yes, I'm
but
remembering that. Yes, I remember.
and I thought about that when I read that. They didn't say no name. They just said, uh, Mrs. Willingham.
Mm.
And then as I went on and read in the book, Gwen was a elementary school teacher,
Mm.
Yes, she was.
and this lady was crying because she didn't want to tell the little girl that her mom was in the hospital.
Right.
But the little girl asked it why, and then the little girl asked it for the password,
Mm-hmm.
and the teacher knew the password. Said that your dad came by and the dad told me the password.
Right.
You know, and that was just like a prodigy leading up into the story,
Right,
Right.
and that bothered me, and it bothered that little girl too.
Mm.
Because she got in the car with that man,
Mm.
and I think that child disappeared. That little girl disappeared.
she did disappear.
What?
She
Yeah.
did disappear. You got to remember, once she got in a car with him, and he gave her the password.
Yep.
Right.
Then he started driving. Remember, they got into an accident.
Yes.
They got into, as she was telling him to watch out, and he
Yeah.
told her to shut up, and they got into an accident. And
Yeah.
that's what led into what was going on at WolfHunter River.
Right.
hmm
Right.
Was she supposed to pick her up?
No.
No,
No.
they
But how did he know the password?
I have no idea, because when I read it, I didn't understand how
I didn't
he
understand that either.
knew the password also.
Yeah.
Right.
And once they got into that accident, then it went into Gwen Proctor's situation with her serial husband.
Yes.
Right.
And like Carol stated earlier, people hated her because they felt that she should have known what her husband
Yeah.
was doing,
Right.
and they felt like she was involved in it.
Yeah.
And she never went to the shed or anything to even
Because she
speak.
told her to stay out of that shed, and she
Yes.
stayed out of that shed. So she had no idea what this man was doing.
Yep.
Wow.
And when he got caught,
Amazing.
that's
Right.
how she found out what he was doing. But she had a feeling, but she
Right.
was afraid to confront him with that, because she knew if he knew that she knew, she
Right.
was dead,
Right.
and her
Wow.
children too. He had no, how you say it, he had no Pacific person.
Mm-hmm.
If he felt like killing that day, if you was a child,
It was only kids
got it.
that he was doing that to?
No, it was
No,
adults too.
it was adults too.
Adults too?
Yep.
Oh, that's
It was adults.
amazing.
Um,
That's amazing right
Yeah,
there.
it's a really good book, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is.
if you don't like to read, but you can also get it by audio, because you can listen to it.
Right.
Have it in
Hey,
audio.
Charmaine.
Hey,
Hey,
hi,
Charmaine.
Sue, how are you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's crazy.
really, really good. And she, as we stated, was getting a lot of threats.
Yes.
Right.
A lot of people on the internet, they wanted to kill this lady because they
Yes.
felt that she
No,
knew that she was involved. Yes, they
crazy.
really hated this lady.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
She was a victim just as well as the rest of them. She was a
Yes.
victim.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat so just in case if anybody want to jump on, if they know anything about the book, they can. All right.
and she had to do whatever she had to do to protect her and her children. And
Mm.
she got involved in a relationship with a man where his wife had got killed,
Sister.
Mm.
sister had got killed.
Right.
I'm sorry about
That's right.
that. And but see, I thought there was something funny about that because he was kind of edgy.
Right.
Something still ain't adding up, and then she was running to another town, which was WolfHunter,
Right.
and that was a small knitted community.
Mm.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, when she got there, things began to happen.
Mm.
Women began to disappear.
Yes.
What? When
Yes.
she came? When she came?
Yeah,
Because what happened, Carol, remember the lady Marlene called her and told
yeah,
her that she was in danger and she needed to tell her something, but Gwen was trying to get it out of her, but she had never gotten a chance to tell Gwen.
yeah. Marlene got killed before she got a chance to tear her, and her daughter got blamed for her mother's murder.
Yes.
And
Wow.
Gwen
Yes.
knew that the daughter didn't do it. And the
Right.
Wow.
daughter wouldn't talk to nobody but her. And the police was looking at Gwen sideways.
Right.
Wow.
But now think about it. That boyfriend with the dead sister, that
Sam. His
her
name is
sister,
Sam.
that Gwen's husband murdered.
Mm.
Why all of a sudden you're gonna get in a relationship with somebody that your husband murdered, one a
Right.
family member?
Right.
That's something, that's what I kept looking at. I
But
said, now,
you gotta remember, Carol, he was down with Miranda, the
yeah,
one that
Miranda.
right, that Gwen husband also murdered her daughter. So he was down
Yes,
with them first.
yes,
Wow.
I mean, telling you, this book was really, really
So
good,
he was
guys.
going around killing everybody.
Yes,
yes,
he was just killing, and he was bringing them back to the house, and
This
that's it.
this women.
yeah. And
Wow.
he was burying them on this property,
Yes,
Right.
and putting them in this. And then in Wolf Hunter, he was putting them in that river.
right.
Mm.
And I figured some. I'm like I told you, Joyce. Remember Joyce? That part I told you. I said he had a partner.
Right.
He had to have a partner, but they never found out who
Never.
the person. He had to have somebody with him to do that. And
Yeah.
Yes.
that's why they were looking sideways at her because
Yes.
they were saying that they didn't
He
understand
couldn't
how
do it by himself.
No.
correct,
Yeah,
correct.
that's crazy. Yeah, because I'm like, wow.
Yes, this book was really, really
She
good.
went to another town and then the people in the town got killed.
Yeah. Women
Wow.
were disappearing.
Y'all sure she wasn't down with that?
She wasn't. She wasn't.
She
She
wasn't.
wasn't?
She wasn't.
I believe it was
Well, how,
somebody
so
else.
how did she go to another town?
Because she went to Hunter River because of when the lady Marlene called, and then she found out the little girl they thought killed her mother,
Yeah.
but that's why she went there. She went
So
there.
he followed her to the next town?
Yes.
The
Wow.
husband, but no, they had caught the husband. They had
Yeah.
caught him. They had caught him, and they killed him.
Yes.
No.
They
This
executed
was
him.
somebody else that was
Right.
working with him. He wasn't
Right.
alone.
He wasn't alone. But Sam was down with Miranda, and they was, giving her the death threats and this and that.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, in the book, him and her, Gwen, they were together.
Yep.
Wow.
But
Yep.
I think that he got with her to try to find out if she was down with what her husband was doing, but
Yeah.
they wind up loving each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
Did they
wind
have
up,
a movie on this? No?
No.
no,
That's
it's just a
Just a
book.
book?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. They need to make a movie about this book
They
because this
really
is
do.
very, very interesting.
It would have gave us more details on, and because I'm kind of confused because she went to another town on her own, and then the people in the town started getting killed, and then I'm like, okay, but he was
Yeah,
locked up.
But you
Y'all
got to
said,
remember,
right?
no, that's not what happened. What happened was the people were already missing.
Yes.
You got to
Right,
remember, her son was doing research, and he
Yes.
told her that women were missing in Wolf Hunter River.
right,
Yes.
So it didn't happen when she got there. It was already
It was
happening.
already happening.
But she went there because they called her because they wanted to know what. Hey, Diva.
hey,
Hey, Diva.
They wanted to know how she wound up speaking to Marlene.
Yes.
right.
But women would call her because they needed help, and they called her to get information or try to get help for them. So she was having a lot of different people calling her. But
Yes.
what
Okay.
happened was how she got to Wolf Hunter River is that the cops wanted to interview her because the lady Marlene got murdered.
Yes.
That's how she got there.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Now
So
I'm following it.
now you got it. So
Yeah.
that's why she wind up in Wolf Hunter River. And plus, the daughter, which her name was V, called her also.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
the cops was coming to get her because they said that she murdered her mother.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And
sh
she was on the phone with the little girl when the cops was at the door, and the little girl
yes.
had a gun,
That's
and she
crazy.
was telling her
The
to
little
put
girl
the
had a
gun.
gun.
Yes, because they was coming to get her, saying that she killed her mother. So
Yeah.
she had a gun, and I guess she was gonna try to shoot her way out.
Right.
And what happened was she shot through the door, but the mailman was there, and he so happened he bent down because she'd have killed him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Mhm.
Should have
Right,
taken into a
right.
movie.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
Gwen talked her out of putting the gun down. Put your hands up and put the gun down. And they took her to
Yes.
jail. But
Mm.
they would have killed that girl. They
Yes,
would
they
have
would
killed her.
have.
Yes. And Carol, after that, yes, Showman, you read it. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because they thought that she killed her mother because they were saying that the little girl was a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
And
she didn't listen to her mother.
The
She was
link is in the
no.
chat. If y'all want to jump in, y'all can
y'all
jump
can
in.
jump in. Whoever read the book
Yeah,
of
you can jump
Decide you
in.
want to come on
Yeah,
in,
you can jump in. You
you're
know, we're not gonna be
welcome.
on long today, so
Yeah.
everyone's welcome to jump in for a few minutes.
Right. So
Whatever.
the reason why they thought that she killed her mom because she had
Mhm.
blood all over and stuff like that. But what happened was when she came in the house, it was dark and she fell on top of her mother. That's how the blood got on top of her. That's
No.
how the blood got on her clothing and stuff like that because she fell on top of her mother.
Right.
She didn't
Yep.
see. It was dark inside the house when she went
So,
inside.
when they thought that she killed her mother, she got arrested and all of that.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah, she
arrested
was
her.
in
Oh
jail.
yeah,
Oh,
they
they
arrested her.
yeah,
Yes, they did arrest
so
her.
she spent
Yeah.
time in jail.
Yeah, they had her in jail when Gwen was trying to get to talk to her,
Right.
but couldn't to find out what her mother wanted to tell her.
Right.
They wouldn't even allow her to talk to her. They had already made up their mind that she was guilty because she had blood on her clothes.
Right.
She had her
The gun,
fingerprints was on the knife.
right, was on the night.
So,
Correct,
so
correct.
she never got out of jail. So they just
Okay, but we're gonna tell you what happened.
okay.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
Sorry. Good. Good. I don't want
So
to.
Gwen went down there to help
The,
the little girl. That's
Right.
what she went down there for, to help the little girl and also talk to the police about what Marlene was telling her. But you know
yeah,
what's really crazy and make you like, oh my goodness, because the people in the town,
they were
Right.
weird.
they
Right.
knew exactly what was going on. They
Yes, they
knew
did.
that girl did not kill her mother. And the
Yes.
reason why
So they let her go to jail.
Yeah.
yeah, the
Right.
reason why is because her mother worked for this garage company,
Mm-hmm.
and the mother knew exactly what happened.
Yes.
So they killed the mother,
Yes. To
and
keep her
they
quiet.
wanted to kill the girl. That's what they wanted. They wanted to put her in that jail and kill her
Yes.
because they figured that her mother told her what
What?
was going
Mhm.
on.
Yeah.
Right,
They didn't know what she knew.
Right.
correct.
Right.
And see, they were taking the attention off all of this and putting it on Gwen's serial killing husband to
Right.
make everybody look at Gwen
Right,
Right.
and to make you think that maybe he had a partner.
right.
But that was not the case.
The people in the town were crazy,
Yes,
Trudy.
they were.
Yes, they were. They were
They
crazy.
were. All of them was crazy.
All of them was
Wow.
crazy.
So they all knew what was going on.
A lot of
Yes.
them did. And you know what was crazy about um this lawyer?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The lawyer was supposed to be helping the girl,
Right.
but the lawyer was crazy as a bedbug.
Yes, he was.
What?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
What?
He was rich. He was a what you call rich people when they were fanatic. He was a fanatical. He was a nut.
Wow.
Yes.
and I put it as I got closer and closer to the end. I began to put it together.
Yes.
That lawyer did not want to go talk. He said that the little girl wouldn't talk to him. The little girl knew who he was. That's why she wouldn't talk to him.
That's what she wouldn't
That's why
talk
he
to him.
sent Gwen.
So he sent Gwen. He paid her $1,000 to go
Yep.
and see if he can get she, she'd be able to talk to her, because being that she called her when the cops was about to get her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then Gwen took her daughter with her to the jail, and then why she wound up talking to them, because she wouldn't talk to nobody because she knew.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And and and
I'm
Sam.
not sure about that, because when the husband was doing these murders, she knew nothing about it. Because I believe that he had her timid and nervous, and
Yeah, you said what made her husband start killing?
they never put that
They never
why.
explained that.
They never explained why they just said that her husband was a serial killer, and that's how the book came about, because Gwen was with her husband and she didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So maybe they might do a movie on it, you know.
They may.
That would be nice.
For a reason.
The book did have so many
It has
angles,
whole
Charmaine. I
lot of
agree.
angles. Yes, it
had
did.
a lot of different angles. It was one part, then it went into another part. Then,
Yeah.
but if you read the whole entire book, you would understand exactly what it was about.
Yeah, they said the lawyer was low down.
The lawyer was a low down. Yes, he was truth even. Yes, he was.
And he was up what was going on.
He knew what was going on. That's what that child would not talk to him. I'm gonna call her a child because she was only 15.
Yeah.
So that's why she would not talk to him, because she knew stuff wasn't right.
Yeah, he was the head of things.
Yes.
And I tell you something.
Yes, it did, Charmaine. Yes, it did.
And I figured it out as I was reading. Okay, her husband came from WolfHunter.
Yes, he did.
Okay, and then it's gonna tie in when you get to getting close to the end. It's gonna tie it all in.
It's gonna tie it all in.
That's the name of the town, WolfHunter.
WolfHunter River. Yes.
You just say he's like a wolf hunter. He just hunted people like a wolf.
Right. Right.
So it's not the name of the town.
Yeah, the town is called WolfHunter.
Yes.
Oh, the town. Oh, so wow, what a coincidence.
Yes.
He's hunting people down like a wolf, and the name of the town is that. Wow.
WolfHunter River.
Wow.
And it was like
wow. Thank you, Diva.
Thanks, Truth Diva.
Thank you, Truth.
That's crazy.
I'm telling, the book was fantastic.
Yes.
And like I said,
I'm like, wow. Every time y'all talk about something, it's crazy.
Right.
And if you like make you want to be like, I'm ready to get the book.
Right. If you don't like reading, if you don't like reading, they have it in audio, so you can just listen to it.
Oh, what?
You can just I just like reading.
Where you can get that at?
Amazon.
Amazon in audio?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. On Kindle, I think it's Kindle Fire. Download. Yeah. They have it in that also. It would be a good movie.
Yeah,
yes, really good.
I'm ready to look for the movie.
Yes.
Yes. And she has quite a few books that she has.
Yes.
What is her name?
Her name is Rachel Crone.
Okay.
Right. So okay, we getting into the part with the little girl. She wouldn't talk to the lawyer. She talked to Gwen.
Yep.
And then Sam and the son Connor. Yes, true. They went into the woods. They went into the woods. They were just walking around looking at nature.
Yep.
And somebody tried to kill them.
Yes.
What? Yes. I'm gonna tell you, Sam was no joke, because Sam, he was in the Marines, so he knew how to handle himself. And Sam killed one of the guys, and he injured the other guy.
Yep.
And what happened was the guy that he killed was the sheriff. But
yes,
the sheriff of the town.
Yes,
the sheriff was in on this too.
But the sheriff was down with all that mess too.
Yes.
Wow.
And
it was a crazy town.
Yes, and
they were letting all that go down in their town.
Right. And he got arrested. He got arrested for that.
Right.
Of course he did, because he was the sheriff, because the sheriff and his cousin is the one that tried to kill him. So he said, You murderer, you killed my cousin. The
Yep.
sheriff was cousin, but they was in there trying to kill them. So
Right.
he was defending himself and making sure he took care of that boy.
Yep.
Right.
But Sam was the man. Sam was no joke in this book.
And and it'll make you think that Sam was in with them, but you got to keep Sam over here. Keep
She
him over.
said they was brainwashed. It was like the people was brainwashed.
But you
Yeah.
got to remember, the lawyer father was a cult leader.
Yes.
Cult leader.
Yes, he was.
Yes. He was a cult
Wow.
leader and he had a lot of wives.
Yes.
What?
I'm telling you, the book was
did not.
Wow. How long was this book?
Ooh, it was what?
323 pages.
Wow.
And
Wow. Very interesting.
you
Very.
know, you in a cult, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Jim
No.
Jones.
That's right. Yes, Bruce, yes. And the son
Uh-huh.
was crazy. His sister
Yes.
was crazy.
Yes.
Yes, Charmaine. Yes,
Man.
they were crazy. But you got to remember how they was being raised by the father, because the father was a nut. He was a nut himself.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was a really good book. I'm telling you, the twists and turns of the book.
Yes.
But it was well worth the read. Yes, it was true. Well worth the read.
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all always finding something, man.
Yeah.
You're always coming up with something, man.
Yes, indeed. Now this book kept me on the edge of my seat, and it kept me dead in it,
Right.
because
Yes, it did.
I wanted to find out now what happened. Okay, her husband was a serial killer. He killed all these women, and then she goes to WolfHunter, and then this same scenario is going on, but it was on another level, and the people were strange.
You saw Charmaine said it was 2 books prior to this one.
It was.
That's what
I did see quite a few books, but when I looked, I liked the look of this one, so that's why we started reading this. But yes, she has a lot of books.
Yes.
She has a lot of books.
crazy. That's crazy.
But to sum it up, and when you find out what's going on in this time, you're gonna be like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What?
It looked like the whole town was
Yes,
with it.
yes, True Diva. Yes.
It's truth deep.
Wow.
Yes.
But that whole town
Yes.
was a bunch of nuts in that town. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
They
A
were
bunch of nuts in that town, but it was a small
Crazy.
town, like a hick town.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was like a hick town.
and
Was like a sundown town.
Yeah,
I tell you what, it'd be a
I bet you probably was.
downtown, a chill downtown. Don't go in there.
I bet you it was a sundown town. Don't
Yes.
go to sundown town.
But
Word.
remember, Gwen's daughter, she didn't trust Sam.
No, she didn't. After she didn't really, she cared for him, but she didn't trust him too much.
Yeah.
Especially when they really found out that he was down with Miranda,
Yeah.
and he was putting up all those flyers and all that,
Yeah.
and sending hate mail to her and sending emails to her. It wasn't just only him; it was him and Miranda, and I think it was a whole lot of other people that hated this woman because they did not understand how she didn't know what the heck her husband was
Yeah,
doing.
that's what I'm saying. How I don't get it.
Like more like the people of the corn.
True. That's it. But
Crazy. Yeah, because you would go, even if I say if I tell Jackie don't go in there, she going in there just because I said don't go. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Right.
You want to know why you don't want me going in
Why
there.
I can't go in there? I'm gonna figure something out, but I'm going in there. I got to see what's going on.
that's it. And me, if you tell me not to
Only
go
in the
in
book. Only in the book. 'Cause in real life, boy, it ain't happening. Ain't happening. Real. When you tell somebody not to do something, that's when they gonna do it.
That's when exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because if my husband told me, "Don't you go in the shed,"
Yeah.
I'm looking at him like, "Who are you talking to?" And I wait till he get in his car and
Yeah.
leave. I'll be
Yeah.
in that shed find out what's going on.
But like I said, I think he had her afraid
Yeah,
Right.
he
She
had
was
a
really, really,
brainwash.
yeah, he had a brainwash, and plus, I think she was really, really timid when she was with him.
So
Yeah,
she was that afraid not to go inside.
And she did what he told her.
yeah.
Wow.
She didn't
He was
go.
very. Think about it now.
Unbelievable.
If he came from WolfHunter, the
Right.
town WolfHunter, and he was part of what was going on there. He
Right.
took control. He was a controlling person,
Right.
Right.
and you no telling what he did to her. But I know I read in the book where he told her that he would kill her and the children too if you
Yes.
don't do
Right.
what I say do. You
Right.
know, that still house
Oh,
Lake
okay.
in
Stillhouse
Kenilworth.
Lake, right? But that's where
Yeah,
they wind up living in Stillhouse Lake.
yeah,
Right.
So it's another book, yes. But
yes.
that's where they was living, Stillhouse Lake.
We
Yeah,
got to check that one out too.
yeah,
Them
we
two
got to
out.
check. Yeah, we have to check
Thanks,
it out.
thanks, Charmaine. You have got something started now, Charmaine.
Yeah. I
Oh, so now
told
you so
you.
Truth Diva says she find out why people were so weird, and that now you understand because
Yeah,
that's where he came from. He was crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
All of
crazy.
them in that town was crazy.
This
yes.
is the name of the book again. This is the other one. Still.
Stillhouse
Still
Lake
house
and
Lake
Tillman
and
Creek.
Kenilworth Creek.
I did see both of those. I did
Yeah.
see both of those.
Oh, Charmaine. Charmaine done started something. You know we
Well,
Yes,
want.
she did.
Charmaine, listen, you done looked into the book, so guess what? You need
Yeah.
to start reading too. You think you slick?
Yeah.
You
You're
got to
gonna be
join us,
here too
Charmaine.
also, Charmaine. Yes, you are.
Yes, you have got to join us,
Yeah,
Charmaine.
That's right.
but
Yeah.
you can listen to the video. So I mean, like I stated, if you don't want to read it, you can listen to the video. They have
Yeah,
a
that's crazy.
Yes,
they have
Yeah.
an audio.
yes. And then coming down to the end of the book, I finally understood why, like Karen said, why all the people were crazy and weird. It
Yeah.
was a cult
It was a
town.
cult. Yeah,
It
it was
was
a
a
cult
cult.
town. Yeah, it
It
was a
was a
cult
cult
town.
town.
Wow. So it was a cult.
Yeah.
And that's where her husband came from. That's why he
Yes.
was
Yes.
killing. And if the women would not be submissive to these men, and I don't want to marry this man. He got 3 or 4 wives. I don't want him telling me what to do. And they would try to escape, and they would start killing the women
Yes.
Wow.
and
Yes.
the children.
Crazy.
Yes. Yes.
That is
So
crazy.
it's such a good book, but um, it does lead into everything, and it makes you understand why and where he came from and how did this
Yes,
stuff start happening.
Yeah.
yes.
If you read the entire book, you will
I
know.
want y'all to tell me about the girl in jail. The girl was
Okay.
in jail, and what happened when she was in jail?
Well, Gwen went to the jail.
Yep.
Gwen talked to her,
Mm-hmm.
her and her daughter. They got her out.
Yep.
Right. Now, how did they get her out?
Charmaine said you got her nervous with that word submissive.
I'm sorry, Charmaine.
But it's true
I'm,
because
s-
that's how it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now
But
what happened? They got her out?
They got her, the lawyer got her out.
Right.
yeah,
Right. But then he told Gwen, y'all come to my house because I'm gonna keep
yes.
everybody safe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That crazy lawyer and his
Yeah.
crazy sister.
Yes.
That's crazy.
They all went there
Mm-hmm.
and he started locking people up inside the
Yes.
house.
What?
So they couldn't get out.
Yes. And the
He was the
sister,
cult leader.
yeah, and the sister took and hit Gwen in the head and knocked her out.
Yep.
And he took the kids down there. And when he took the kids down in that basement, see, what he was saying, he was trying to keep the cops from getting them.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So that's how they wind up at his house because he said the cops are gonna, be looking for them. No,
Right.
you know what? I'm gonna backtrack because what happened was the girl. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
backtrack, Carol.
Okay, go
The
ahead.
girl V, the 15-year-old,
Yes.
escaped from prison. That's how it happened.
She escaped
Remember?
from prison?
Yes, she
Yes.
escaped from prison because I don't
Escape.
know what the cops was doing, but she got away. And they went looking for her. Gwen and her kids and Sam went looking for her. And the
Mm.
kids told the mother the first place I would run to is home. And when they went there, she was there. So they got her. And then the lawyer, she talked to the lawyer, thinking that
Mm-hmm.
the lawyer was, really trying to help this
Want to be
child.
helpful.
Right. And he told her, y'all come to my house. I'm going to keep y'all safe.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And when they went there, he took them down, do a book case and down
Yeah.
in the
And the
basement.
secret door.
Right.
Right, a secret door. and took them down there. And when they went down there, the two ladies that were missing was in that basement.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
They sure was.
They
Wow.
were in that basement. They weren't dead, but he had them in that basement. They was captured in that basement. As a matter of fact, he had 3 girls. And one of the girls, that's the one they found. Sam and the boy Connor found her
Hmm.
when they in that forest.
Yes,
There was
Right.
3
because
girls.
she was from the other state, the other town over.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
Hot
up?
69, Secret Agent.
Yeah,
Figure
it's
8
good.
69.
Yeah,
And
And
we would tell the truth.
yeah,
They were doing everything they could to try not to be exposed.
right.
yes.
That's crazy.
So the 2 ladies was down there in that basement,
Right.
and he
Mhm.
had the 2 girls and the little boy down in there. And as I stated, the sister not went out.
Yeah,
Right.
and, and I don't know how Gwen let that woman get the drops on her like that.
Right, because you got to remember they were all walking towards the office where that
Yep.
trap door was. So the kids went in front of her.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And as Gwen was walking, the lady hit her from behind.
Ooh,
Right.
The lady hit her from behind and knocked her out.
that's the one that had the little crumpet cakes and offered her one of those cakes, and Gwen refused because she didn't feel comfortable with that. I believe
Right.
there was something in that cake.
But he had her as like he was like she was his maid or something like that.
Yep.
But come to find out, yes, good for you,
Yeah.
Shirley. Yes,
Good.
Yes.
come
Yeah.
to find out that he thought that she just worked for him, but come to find out that was his sister.
That was his sister.
That's the
Mm.
one that hit her in the back of the head and knocked her out.
Wow.
That's where you
So,
can get all the stuff from the Kindle.
yep, the Kindle.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Mhm.
exactly where we
Yeah.
get the books. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what? We're going to tell them the rest of the story because only one I think read it was me, you, and True Diva.
Right. Right.
So we might as
Yeah,
well,
tell us.
we might as well bring it, bring it
Yeah,
all
tell
down.
us.
So the lady Miranda, remember the lady I was talking about that was with Sam and they was sending her hate
Yeah.
mail and all this and all that? Well, anyway, Sam was in jail. She bailed Sam out of jail. The FBI agent, which was Sam's friend, which his name was Mike,
Yep.
Right.
okay, I don't know how he wound up with that Miranda, but he said he didn't have the money to get him out of jail, but Miranda was filthy rich, so she got him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once they got him out, once he got out, he seen him with Miranda. He didn't understand how he wound up with Miranda because Miranda was the one that was trying to make the documentary of the life of what that Gwen husband did.
Yeah.
Right.
That serial killer.
Right.
She was making a documentary about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
she was making a documentary of it, and she was, they was all over Gwen. They had people watching her house,
Yep.
everything she did. They had watching, was watching her, and so Sam was upset because he didn't understand how Mike, his friend, the FBI agent, was wound up with Miranda, but he said that he didn't have the money, and Miranda let him out.
Yep. And remember now, Miranda's daughter got murdered.
Mm.
Right. So that's why she hated Gwen, because she said Gwen, she had to know what was going on in that
Yeah.
house, over there in that house.
She got murdered by her husband, right?
Right, by Gwen's husband. Her
By
daughter
Gwen's
was murdered by Gwen's husband. Yes.
Right.
And,
So she hated Gwen.
yeah, and
That's
Miranda
crazy.
felt like Gwen had something to do with it.
Right.
And she was like us, and like you, Brooklyn. How can you not know that this man
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm
this? That's what,
saying.
that
That's what I'm saying.
Hello, J
Hey,
Mac.
what's up, J
Hey,
Mac?
Matt, how are you?
Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
Everyone, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks all of y'all.
Appreciate it.
Right. So Carol,
Mhm.
he couldn't understand how them two got together, but I mean, he couldn't afford to get him out, so he got Miranda. She was filthy rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Miranda and Sam used to be in a relationship.
What?
Right, but Sam said that they were just friends. They didn't,
They didn't make beds.
Right. He
I put it that way.
right, he just rented a room from her because when he came out the army, the Navy, or where he came from, she
Right.
picked him up at the airport because you got to remember, Gwen's husband murdered his sister, so they coerced together.
Yeah.
Right.
To get to Gwen because Gwen, thank you, because
Thank you.
Thank you.
they felt that Gwen knew about it and was helping her. She was an accomplice to her husband.
Yep,
So
that's right, Charmaine.
them two,
Yeah,
them
they
two,
said it was friends.
they were friends, right? They were friends.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know, Sam, how he wound up with Gwen. Yes, thank you. Thank
Thank,
Thank you,
yeah, thank.
Charmaine.
But he wound up with Gwen, and I believe that man loved her, and he loved her children. He did.
Everything y'all talk about, man, is very interesting. That's why I like the topics that y'all be talking about, because y'all really be having me like, what? Like, it's like, I be doing so much work. I'm ready to read the book. I'm telling you, that's how much of an impact y'all have on me.
Hmm.
And I know plenty of others. You understand?
Thank you so much for saying
Yeah,
that.
what
Thank
y'all
you.
talk about, man, is really deep. I
Thank you.
like that. I like that.
Thank
Stay
you.
action packed.
Yes.
Yeah,
So then, Carol, you want to go on from here so we can try
You,
to
I'll let you
sum it
sum it
up?
up.
Yeah.
yeah,
Let you.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to sum it up. They got the kids.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, they got the kids. They got Gwen. Then
Right.
then these other men tried to get Sam, and Sam towed him up. Remember, he broke
Yeah.
one person's nose because they was trying to kill him again. I'm telling you that now, because the reason why, I'm gonna tell you why, so y'all can get it. The reason why they was after them is because that little girl that got kidnapped, they had
Yes.
her in that town,
Right.
Yes.
and her parents was filthy rich, and they got money from them.
Yes.
Wow. It's
And
crazy.
that's why everything was all upside down, because they had that little girl in that town. And the reason why they killed Marlene, because Marlene knew they
Yes.
had
Yeah.
that little girl. And they
Yeah.
told Marlene, don't send it, we'll give you $10,000.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So
And
that's why they was all crazy, because
yes.
they got all that money, from the parents, and
Right.
still didn't give the little girl back. I don't know if they was going to hurt her or whatever, but they did get that money.
And
Yes.
what they did with the husband? They killed him. Y'all said
Oh,
so. He had
uh,
to with the court and all that. They
yeah,
had,
yeah, they did. Yeah, they killed him. Yeah, they had a trial and everything. They killed him.
Yeah.
wow.
But
So they
but wait a minute, Carol.
they execute you in those towns.
Right, they executed
Yeah.
him.
Wow.
But Carol, remember the husband was already dead, but he had people
Yes.
doing stuff, sending her notes and all kinds of stuff. I'm
Yes.
telling you,
Wow.
that book, people need to read it. I'm telling
Yes.
you.
They would do a movie on it, man.
Yes, it would be
Yeah.
a great,
Do a
great
movie on it.
movie.
Yes.
It
Yes.
would be a great movie.
It would be an awesome
Crazy.
movie.
But to sum it up, that was the whole purpose of all this stuff going on, and plus the coat and the father
Yes.
and the lawyer. They was just crazy. But they had that little girl. They had kidnapped that little girl,
Yes.
and they had a ransom, and they got the money.
Yes.
What?
Yes,
And they didn't want to
A
give up that.
ransom?
Yeah.
yes.
So they kidnapped the girl and hold her for ransom?
And they got that money. They got it because they
Yeah, they
sent
did.
it. They
And where's the police with all this going on?
because the cops there in that
They
town
were
was
in
just
on it.
crazy.
So they were down with it?
Yeah.
Yes.
They were part of that cult.
And what's the name of the town?
WolfHunter.
WolfHunter River.
I'll make sure I pass that town.
And like
Word.
on the back
Is
of
there any other towns I need to pass?
Okay.
Word.
She said she's about to go to the site.
okay, Truth Diva.
Yes, but
And
it's such a good book, guys.
yeah,
It's
and
really,
like the back of the book says, it's not a community, it's a conspiracy.
it's a,
Everybody had a part in that conspiracy.
Wow.
yes.
I know
Yeah, I say
that's
that
right,
because Charmaine, I'm saying that they know what's going on. They put me down. I'm gonna pass through. I do not want to stop.
Yes, but it's
So we got to pay attention to when
yes,
they
J Mac. J Mac
I
said
know that's right, J
he's not in that town.
That's
Not
right.
one night.
Yes,
Right. Check out the sundown towns now. Don't forget
That's
about those
it.
sundown towns.
That's it.
I'm making sure they even got the books. I wish y'all had a book y'all could show them of the sundown book. You know the book.
Oh
Y'all
yeah.
got the books that show you what town and all that.
What town not to go to and be
Yeah,
careful.
what
Yeah,
town
yeah,
Yes.
go to and all of that.
yeah.
Yeah,
But the book really was really interesting, really good. It's a good read.
Yes, it is.
And as I
yeah,
stated earlier, if you don't want to read it, you can listen to it because they have that
Yes,
also.
yeah.
yes.
They
It's
have it
And
all.
crazy, man. It's crazy.
and
The stuff y'all come up with, man. You know, it's crazy.
okay,
Yeah, it's a book.
this is the book.
There it is. Oh, let me move this down. Let me move this down. That's the book, y'all.
That's the
That's
book.
the book.
Carol, do you have that? Do you
The
have
other thing,
the Sundown Town book?
Yes.
yeah.
Show them
Let
that
me,
book
Yeah,
also.
show them the book.
okay, hold on.
Yeah.
That's also a great read.
Yeah.
Oh, she Charmaine said you safe.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I'm telling you, they got all that, y'all. They got the books, they got everything. We travel a lot, so we got to bring those books with us. You know, I
Yeah.
never thought about none of that. You know,
Yes,
but you
yes.
have to think about that stuff for real. You know, we might think that it's not going on. It's still going on,
Oh,
y'all.
of course it is. Of course it is. You just have to be mindful of where you are and
Yeah,
pay attention. That's
ever since y'all started talking about this stuff, then I've been mindful.
okay.
Look,
That's turn it around, Karen. Turn
look,
it
turn
around.
around the other way.
That's
Yeah, it is.
right.
That's
That's the other
right.
book that we did. So, guys, I mean, that's a
Don't
great book
get
to read.
caught in
Also,
sundown town, y'all.
yes, that's a great book to read. Also,
Yeah,
It
that
is.
tells y'all where to go and where not to.
yes.
And look, and
Well, yeah,
long time ago, our
yeah,
parents used to have this book right
Turn it
here.
around,
yeah.
Mama. Turn it around. Turn it around.
Oops, I got
Turn
it
it
upside
around.
down.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's the book that tell you where to eat and where not to eat, right?
Back long
Yep,
time ago. Yes.
that was a long
Hotels, when
time
you go
ago.
in the hotels where you stay and all that. Yeah, they
Yep.
Yes.
got everything. Yeah,
Yes.
Jackie got all that stuff too.
Right. We read. We read into
Yeah,
and try
yeah,
to
yeah.
make people aware of things that they may not even know
That's
about.
good though. I'm
Yes.
tell you, a lot of stuff that y'all said, I never was mindful of it
Right.
until y'all said it. When y'all said it, I said, okay, you know what? I gotta be prepared. I gotta know these things. Because if
Yes.
I don't know these things, how people say you be in the wrong place at the wrong time and you don't even know, you know?
Oh yeah, Charmaine.
That's
Yeah.
right, Charmaine.
So okay, it is cheaper, and then it's free for a month, and then after that month, it's $9.99 a month.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I mean, I think it's worth it. I think it's yes, yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes. Hot 69 secret agent, correct.
yeah.
Sundown
Yeah.
Town, yes,
Sundown towns.
And look,
Don't
there's
get
my Kindle.
caught in the sundown town.
yes,
Well, I
Yeah,
lost it, but I had my Kindle. I got several books in there that I'm checking out.
right.
Um,
yeah,
it's good to read and it's good to be informed, and knowledge
yeah,
is power.
yeah,
Yes, it
Um,
yeah,
is.
yeah.
like the Sundown Towns, this book, the Sundown Town book, even to ask you the question, do you think that sundown towns still exist in the
Yeah,
20th century? And the
yeah,
guy says yes. You have to be very
yeah.
careful um, in certain neighborhoods or sundown neighborhoods. I
Out
didn't know
here
that.
where we live right now, certain places you cannot go after dark.
And we're
Yes,
it's close to us too.
Right where we live right now, we get on the
Very close.
highway because we off the Bell Parkway, and you go a little one exit away, you cannot stay over there.
Not
yes,
not late at night. You can't.
No,
no.
not late at night.
No.
Same here
No,
where
no.
I stay at. There's certain towns that you can't go to.
Knowledge is power. Correct.
Knowledge
Correct.
is
Correct.
Yes, it is.
Correct.
Knowledge is power.
yeah.
It is.
So
Uh,
to sum up the book, it was a fantastic book. It has twists and turns, but
yes.
everything meets. Yes,
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 Charmaine.
it does.
Yes, you
yes,
do.
yes, and yes. I
Do
agree.
not sleep on that. I'm
Don't
telling
sleep
you.
on it
No,
at all because it's true.
it's
It's
true.
true.
Do not
And
sleep
I
on
mean,
it.
we did do a segment on sundown towns, and
Yeah.
you can go take a look at it.
I think that Sundown Town got over 1,000 and something views.
Yes, it did. It did.
Wow.
Because a lot of people
A lot of people
had
checked out
not
there.
known about the sundown town.
Yeah.
So a lot
And
of
I
people
looked, I think it was over 1,000 views on it.
yes, J Mac. Yes, it does
Yes, J
definitely
Mac.
exist.
It
Yeah.
still exists.
Correct. Each
Yeah.
way, correct, correct.
You know,
Yeah.
e- even in our daily travels, even that the Sundown book said that the author of the Green Book said that he should have never stopped
Publishing the book, right?
publishing the book, that he should
Yeah,
have continued to publish that,
yeah,
because there are places that
yeah. We got the
um
book. We got the book. When we travel, that book is in the car. We got the book. I'm telling y'all. Right.
And
We will not get caught in sundown town. I'm telling
right too. But to sum up the book that we read, guys, that was basically it.
you. Yeah, yeah,
Good,
oh,
Charmaine.
good, Charmaine.
yeah,
Good.
Yes, yes, yes,
yeah,
yes. You know,
yeah,
it is it's good to read, and like you
yeah.
said
It's good
before,
to read. It's good.
Charmaine,
I like what y'all said. Knowledge is power.
it
And
is.
it is.
It
The
is.
best thing. Knowledge is a power.
Right. That's
It
what
is.
Some people might think about what we talk about. Might not be interested in, but I'm telling you, pay attention, because if you pay attention and you listen, it
Hmm.
might save your life. I'm telling you,
that's
Yes.
right.
it
That's
might
right.
save your life. You might be in the wrong place at the wrong time because you
Yes.
didn't take your time out to listen. You understand?
Yes.
Correct.
I
Correct.
go around to a lot of places and I see what they're talking about, and a lot of people be talking about a lot of good stuff, you
Yeah.
know. If they only thing they're interested is something that if it's not helping them, far as you giving them something
Uh-huh.
or something like that, they're not interested.
Uh-huh.
Stuff like this is like I'd rather listen to this than for somebody to give me a fire stick, because this might save my life. The fire stick can't.
Right.
Yes.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
This is more important to me than someone giving me a fire stick.
Right.
I
You
agree.
know?
But
Um,
as we stated, the book, fantastic read.
yeah.
True, Charmaine. Every book
Boom.
does has a message
And it makes you
and a story to tell.
right when you're reading. You have your own interpretation of how the
Yes.
town look and how this goes and how it
Yes.
goes. That's what reading is about, to
Yeah.
make you wonder and make you
Aware.
aware
Yeah.
of things.
Aware of stuff, like I'm aware of stuff that I never would ever even think about. I do so much stuff, and I never think about that.
Mhm.
When I hear y'all talk, it gets my attention, because that's something that I don't hear every day.
True.
Right.
I
Right.
don't see that every day.
True.
So that's why when y'all do these topics, I'm very interested. I'm front seat. Yeah, I know this is my show, but I'm front seat. I want to hear what y'all got to say, because it's very interesting. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys that I think we're going to also be doing something on Thursday right after.
Right.
Instead of waiting
Right.
to the next week, we're
Yes.
gonna look at the show, and then the next day we're gonna
The next day.
sum it up.
Yeah.
So
So
that
we don't have to
Wednesday,
wait a week. Yeah, we don't have to wait a week and then
right,
we forget about what happened. So
Right.
right after the shows, like if it come on Wednesday, Thursday, we're gonna be doing the review on.
right. So you guys can take a look at it, and you can also chime in.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we're gonna be doing,
Yeah.
and then on Wednesday we'll be doing a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 movies.
Right, 2 movies on Wednesday, and we'll be doing Queen Sugar on that Thursday, guys.
Right.
Yes.
On that
So-
Thursday, and then Sunday is the regular book review.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
So we'll be on 3 times, y'all. They
Right.
asked.
But we would like people to join in if they
Yeah.
if they have
Yes.
read it or watched the movie. We would like you to join in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they asked us if we can come on more often, and we try to figure something out that we can, so people don't have to wait. I say, well, if we do Queen Sugar on Thursday,
Mhm.
that'll get, so we'll be on Wednesday, Thursday,
And Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
yeah. I can't wait for the movies. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. 'Cause
Yes,
that monster
indeed.
movie, I'm still watching it.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. But I think we summed up the entire book.
Yeah.
And like we stated, read it or listen to it.
Yeah.
You have
Yes.
a choice. You don't just have to
Yes.
read the entire. You can listen to it.
Yes.
You know, they have audio for the books now, so I
True.
think that's great.
And like Charmaine said, every book has a message
Yeah.
slash a story to tell.
Correct.
When I read this book, and I recommend it to anybody because
Yes.
oh yeah, Queen
Oh, it
Sugar.
is, 'cause you're watching the
show.
J-Mac. Fantastic.
Yes,
man.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes,
Oh,
fantastic.
it is amazing.
J Mac, you're welcome to come on
Yes,
anytime.
you are.
Anytime.
Anytime. You know, I put the
Yes.
link in the chat so anybody could jump on at any time.
Yes.
Yes.
But, so you watching Queen Sugar.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that's good. That's
We
Yeah.
got
good.
we got another
So
sugar
he likes
addict.
it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have another sugar addict. Correct.
Yeah.
Great, guys. Great.
Yes,
Great,
yes,
great,
yes,
great.
yes. But like I was saying, like Charlemagne said, each book has its own story
Yeah.
and it's a message in it. You know, because just think, I as I was reading this book, you know, I didn't know that it was a cult town. And
Right.
that right here alerts you, makes you think. You got to be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
It was fantastic, like
Queen
week,
Sugar.
Charmaine. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome.
Oh, big. Let's just. No, I don't.
No,
Can we talk,
no, we
no?
can't do it.
Okay. I believe it. Y'all know what I was about to say.
Yes,
Right?
we know exactly what you were trying to do.
I gotta read it. I gotta read it. I'm
Yeah,
ready to talk
we're gonna
about
wait. We're gonna wait, and we'll talk about
I'm ready to talk about
Yes.
that one there.
Yes, we're gonna wait. Talk.
Yes.
But for Wednesday, we'll figure out what movies we guys would like to do, and
Yes.
then we'll put it in a Telegram group, and you guys are welcome to join in.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I want to ask y'all something. So, the Queen Sugar that just passed,
Mhm.
we're not going to talk about it.
Of course, we are.
Oh yeah.
So how are we? So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do. Oh, okay.
We're gonna do. Okay, you got it. We're gonna do.
In Queen Sugar, right?
No,
That was from last week,
we're gonna do the movie and Queen Sugar.
right?
I thought we would maybe do
And then the next day we could do the Queen Sugar that comes on that night,
right
So
because
we could be
everybody
on the
can.
clock. So
Yes,
we'll be doing 2 Queen Sugars then.
correct. Yes,
Next week.
yes.
All
Yes.
right. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he
Yeah.
can't wait.
So one
Cannot wait.
Queen Sugar from last week, and
Yes.
then Thursday is the Queen Sugar
Sugar from
from Wednesday.
yes.
Right,
Right?
right.
Yes.
So, Charmaine, you watching the Queen Sugar? We got you as a sugar addict too. You
Yes.
really need to chime in.
Yeah.
Come on, Charmaine.
Guys, really
But
need
we gotta give them time. There when they, some people, they, I was that way, when I first people asked me to come on, but I'm like, I don't feel like it. But when they get ready, they will come.
that would be nice, though. We appreciate
Yes,
it.
it will be good.
Yeah, we ain't
And
gonna
J-Mac, too.
yeah, we ain't gonna push it on people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hot 69.
Oh, my studio, thank you. I appreciate it.
So,
Yeah,
guys,
y'all gotta see this side. This side is where it's happening. Yeah, this is my other stuff here though. But thank you. I appreciate it.
I guess.
It would take us an hour. It was good.
Yeah,
Yes, it will,
I know,
Charmaine.
Charmaine, yes.
Yeah. I was about to get into it because I
Yes,
was
he was. He was going to try to slide it in.
Yeah.
Yes, he would. Ooh, Brooklyn, I want to too, but I got the whole.
We have
Yeah,
we have
I'm a hoe. But I hope I don't forget, man. That's why we want to do it the day after, so it's right fresh on everybody's mind. And
right.
Right into it, and
Yes.
Right. Right,
fun.
guys.
Yeah.
Right, but I guess we're gonna sum it up.
Jazzy, does he let you come?
Oh, of course he does.
Yeah. He's always up in here.
Yes, of course he does.
Look, Jazzy,
I got-
remember
I think I got
Remember
pictures.
WolfHunter River? Don't you go in that shed.
Yeah,
Man.
don't go on that shit. That's what I'm busting through the
Nah,
door.
this is where everything goes down, right up in here, man.
I'm busting through the door, Charmaine.
Everything go down.
I am.
Yeah, this is my domain. This is
Right.
where I be at.
So
I got all the gadgets up in here, man.
So I guess we're going to sum everything up,
Yeah.
and we're going to be back on Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
movies.
Back on Wednesday.
Yes,
Correct.
and then Thursday we'll do the Queen Sugar.
Yep.
Right.
And then Sunday we'll have another book review.
Yes.
So don't forget, Wednesday, Queen Sugar from
Mhm.
last week, plus one movie.
Yes.
Thursday, Queen Sugar from Wednesday night.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. BK.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all know my motto. Just ask Brooklyn. Until the next video, y'all.
Thank
Brooklyn
you guys for coming
Brothers.
Thank
to support
you.
us. Thank you very much.
Thank everyone
Yes,
that
everybody.
join us.
And
And
don't
everyone
forget,
that's going to watch the movie later, the video
yes.
later. We appreciate everyone. All
And
right.
don't forget, reading is knowledge, and
Yeah.
knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a
Thank
safe
you, Charmaine.
Thank you,
and blessed
Charmaine.
weekend.
Yes.
Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.
All right.